The final topic that we're going to talk about is categorical data, and we already kind of defined this. These are just labels given instead of like being measured numerically. So it could be like cat, dog, cow, sheep, pig, or it could be blonde, brown, black hair, red hair, that type of idea. So an example, survey of blood types, citizenship, favorite foods, anything that you can label with a category. Now, let's talk about circle graphs and pie charts and pictographs. Basically, these are just often used instead of bar graphs to illustrate categorical data. Okay, so again, usually only for categorical data. So let's present categorical data. Canadian citizens' primary use for the internet is shown in the table. Well, it's not below, I changed it. It's right here. Let's illustrate this with a circle graph and a pictograph. So what we want to do here, we can see like emailing, banking, social media, research. Okay, what we want to do when we have a percentage is the number of degrees, and we take the number of degrees in a circle, which is 360 degrees. And what we're going to do is multiply it by 0.21, which is for email right here. Okay, 360, because 21% of this, let's call it a pie, the circle graph, is going to be used for email. So that is 75.6 degrees. So I always just start by putting a circle in the center and drawing out to the radius. Now we know here is about 90. I mean, I'm not going to get out my protractor, but approximately this much is going to be 70 degrees. So this is going to be email. Now 360 times 0.11, 11% of this pie is going to be used for banking. This is 39.6 degrees. Okay, I'm tipping my head to the side right now, so up straight would be 90 degrees. 39 would just be under half of that. So let's say banking. Now social media, that's a huge chunk, 360 times 0.47. That's almost half. I have 169.2 degrees. So instead of drawing this line down straight, I'm just going to cut it off. Oh, sorry. I was looking at that differently. Let's go from the email. So instead of drawing this line straight, I'll cut it off by going down a little bit. And this entire chunk is going to be social media, because it's just under a half. Social, and yeah, there we go. Okay, research and browsing, 8%. So let's multiply that 360 times 0.08, 360 times 0.05, and times 0.08 again. So 360 times 0.08, you get 28.8 degrees. 18. So this is 18 degrees. This is going to be 28.8 degrees. So go back over here. Let's go 28.8, 28.8. This is going to be research. Shop. And the smallest one is going to be music. And that's how you calculate the exact degrees that, like the proportion of this entire circle. So the circle represents one, like 100% of the people, and then that piece of the pie represents that proportion of people that use the internet for a certain purpose. Now, if we wanted to do pictograph, and this to me is it's quite easy, but it's very elementary. So let's, for the internet, what picture can we use for the internet? Let's just use like a circle, because then it could be like the world, like www, right? www, World Wide Web. Okay, let's just use the circle, and that is going to represent 10%. So for email, it's 21%. So we're going to go 10%, 20%, and then a tenth of that circle is going to be drawn. Banking, 11%. So 10%, and then a tenth of that circle is going to be drawn for the 11. Social media is 47%. So 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and then 70% of this one's going to be drawn in. Research and browsing is 8, so this is just 8. And then 5, which is half, and then 8 again. So what we're doing for the pictograph is that every single time you see a circle, you're going to count 10%. So 10, 20, 21, 10, 11, 10, 20, 30, 40, 47. And that's finally it for 2.1.